Let's watch this.
But I am a single 40-year-old woman. I have not been on a date in almost a year, and the longer I go without going on a date, the less I want to go on a date. My fellow older single women, we're talking.
Sweetheart, you are not doing anybody any favors by dating them. You're post-wall. You're 40 years old. What the hell? What value are you going to bring to my life? As a 40-plus-year-old woman, what value is dating a post-wall woman going to bring into your life as a man? 40 years old.
40 plus. Let me know if I'm alone here, because
If I'm dealing with someone 40, I'm just using them for sex. That's it. I'm using you for some freaky shit. We're gonna be doing threesomes. We can go out and have fun, but we're gonna be looking for some other women to bring back home. I'm only using you for sex. That's it. And y'all need to have that mindset when you're dating a post-wall woman who brings no value to your life whatsoever. Man, she's use her for freaky stuff. That's it. Y'all want to have threesomes? Make sure she bisexual, because you don't want to be forcing a woman to do something she ain't got no business doing. But sweetheart, no one is going to take you seriously and court you and wife you up. You're 40 something years old. You're post wall. Hell no.
about being older and being so comfortable with yourself and your own company and valuing your peace so much, I feel like I would just have to be so interested in someone to even entertain the idea of disrupting that. Let me know if I'm alone here, because I don't think I am.
Okay, so I just turned 41. I don't know how that happened. My kids remind me all the time.
Yep. 3 fucking red flags right there. 40, kids, and 40. Hell no. Dating in your 40s be like no dates, no plans, just what you do. And yeah, why is a man going to court you at 40 years old and you got kids? You should just worry about taking care of your kids. Dating should not even be a priority for you, sweetheart. Just focus on raising your kids. If anything, go back to the father of those kids. Dating is not a priority for you. You need to focus on raising your kids, making sure that your kids are not a statistic. Dating is done for you.
I'm a single mom, 3 boys. I just have to say,
Single mom with 3 boys. Who's going to take on that deal, fellas? You? You trying to be stepdaddy? You think this is a prize right here?
is anybody else that's in their 40s dating, how are y'all doing it? I have been through a lot. That's a whole nother story. But I just feel like dating and truly getting to know somebody is so hard. And nobody's consistent. Nobody really tries to date. Like, are there men that like plan dates and say,
It's not consistent because you guys never took it seriously. Once dating, you guys never taken dating seriously because you have so-called all these options. You're waiting for the best option you can find. Like, you guys weren't taking dating seriously. You know how many women just go on dating apps just for the attention? They're not even over their exes. They're just going on dating apps just for the free attention and free dinners, free meals. Men are waking up. They're not wasting their time, money, and energy on these ungrateful women who do not deserve that. Men are just checked out. There's no reason for men to courting a 40-year-old woman, bro. Why would we do that? We don't need to do that.
hey, Friday, 5 o'clock, meet me here, be ready. Like, I'm going to take you to dinner. I'm gonna, like, why is it, what's up? What are you doing?
Sweetheart, you 40 years old. Listen, I'm gonna slide through real quick before I go out with the fellas. I want you butt naked, be bent over in that bed, arch that back, face down, ass up. I'm gonna pound you out, and I'm gonna go head out with the boys. Be ready. That's all that I'm gonna use her for. Assume the position. Get ready for me. Yeah, arch that back. No, I said arch that back. Yeah, that's it. You think I'm gonna take this woman seriously? When I come over, assume the position. Don't make me tell you again. That's all I'm gonna tell her. Cause I'm gonna hit it a couple of times and dip. No.
Hang out, come through. Like, literally, I've had men like basically think I'm gonna just come chill at their house, and I don't even know them like that.
Yep, I would assume that too. Shit, I got a bar here. I got a bar in my apartment. Got all the alcohol you want. We could just chill here. But for me to take your ass to a fancy dinner, hell no. No.
I don't think I'm giving that impression. But it just makes me kind of like sad, and it just makes me feel like I'm okay being single. Like, I've been single for a while, and it works.
She ain't okay being single. She wouldn't be making this damn TikTok if she was okay with being single. Women don't like being alone. They're not like us men. We can be peaceful and be by ourselves. Women do not like to be alone. She's over here lying, trying to put up this front. I think I'm okay being single. I can be single. It's not that much. I just got I got my kids and stuff. I got my girlfriends. No. Your ass, you want to be with a man. But you don't know at 40 years old, you don't know, these women don't know how to play their goddamn position. You are just pump and dump side chick material. If you're 40 years old, like I said in my previous videos, your best bet is to be a side chick to some nigga in his 50s or 60s. That's because he ain't gonna take you seriously, because you're never gonna be able to compete with a young, beautiful woman who's 25, 24, who's got her youth and beauty, who ain't got no kids, who ain't got no baggage. You can't compete with that. These older women don't know how to play their position at all.
Worries me that I'm like set in my ways a little bit, because I feel like if a man is truly not going to bring me peace to my life, then I would rather not be in a relationship.
Your ass don't bring no peace to a man's life. You got 3 kids. That ain't fucking peaceful.
And then I think it's so hard when you have kids or they have kids and you're trying to bring families together. It just changes everybody's routine and their daily life. And, I know people will say, well, if it's meant to be, it will be. But I think that, like, I need someone that's truly going to, like, take me out of my comfort a little bit, but in a good way, not to where, like, it's stressing me out. But anyways, the whole point of this video is that, like, the men nowadays are just not doing enough. Like,
fellas, congratulations. Y'all been holding the line. Y'all have been holding the line. You don't see no value in these type of women. You doing what we talked about. Because these women wouldn't be making these videos every day on TikTok. It's so easy to find content for my podcast because these women post these dumbass videos every day, complaining about what men aren't doing. You can't be requiring so much, baby, and you're in your 40s and got kids. You just can't. You have no leverage whatsoever.
I'm not saying take me out and spend all this money. I don't care if it's like, hey, let's go grab a coffee and go walk around at the park and talk and get to know each other. Like, that's what I want. Not, let's go chill, let's go drink, let's go. Like, it's just, I don't know. But I just want to know, is anybody else in their 40s dealing with this in the dating world?
Do you know what's sad, bruh? She looks exactly like that therapist I was banging I told y'all about. The married therapist. Looks just like her.
Am I just going to be single forever?
As a newly single mother that might potentially be entering the dating field in her 40s, here's a list of 5 things I will not be.
It's over for these women, and they don't even realize that. It's over. And Kevin Samuels warned them. All these men on YouTube have warned these women that it's over, and they just refuse to accept that. They said, fuck it, I'm not going to give up. I'm not a person to tell you to give up on your dreams. If you have dreams out there, you trying to achieve them, by all means, you do that. But if you're 40 fucking years old, it is over. I don't know how else to tell you that. It's over. It's over.
Doing. Number 1, bringing a man around my kids anytime soon. I'll be honest with you, that is my biggest concern.
Sweetheart, I don't want to be around I don't want to be around your freaking kids, okay? If a man was dealing with her, what do I say, fellas? You tell her ass to get in that bedroom, bend over, arch that back, face down, ass up. I'm coming over for Pound Town and I'm leaving, okay? That's all I'm doing.
Probably one of the main reasons why I stayed in a really toxic relationship was because the person I was in.
I'm over here laughing because it's so funny because these women really think they got good options in their 40s and they don't. They don't. This is hilarious watching, and I'm sorry, but it's like, fellas, man, I tell guys all the time, do not get upset or bitter or angry when you're in your 20s thinking like you don't got nobody, bro. Your prime years as a man, when you really level up and do great, bro, your prime years as a man is 35 and up. They always say that 35, 40s, those guys are killing it. Those guys in the 40s, they're banging all the young women. The guys who are really getting their money, like shout out to Coach Greg Adams. Coach Greg Adams of the Free Agent Lifestyle. Watch his YouTube channel, bro. He talks about all the time, men his age with money, they're banging all the young girls. All the girls y'all complaining about, they getting banged by these old dudes with money. And it is what it is, man. They getting banged out by Unc.
Relationship with is my baby's dad, all my kids' dad, and they love him. And the idea of me being out there again and potentially opening them up to meeting somebody new is scary. And you hear a lot of horror stories, and I'm praying about that. We will have to be damn near engaged. And I probably will be conducting all kinds of checks and make sure this person is the
Sweetheart, you don't qualify. No, you don't qualify for nobody at this point. She don't need a date. She needs to focus on raising her kids, making sure her kids won't be a statistic. She's a single mom. She's raising kids on her own. She needs to focus on that.
one before I even introduce them to my kids. And here's the thing, I don't even know where I'm going to have time for that. You got to have time to be able to do that. And that's one thing I don't have is time. So that's number one. Number two, I'm not going to be dating somebody that doesn't have their own place to live. Y'all know how I feel about that. If a man cannot take care of himself, he is not ready for a relationship.
Sweetheart, if you don't qualify for that, that's what you're going to get. I'm sorry. Like, it is what it is. She ain't got no options. Her options are basically dried up at her age.
Especially if we're in our 40s. Number three, I will not be making a whole lot of changes to myself to appeal to somebody. You either like me or you don't. I realize I am not everybody's cup of tea. And
Yeah, I know. Well, if a man's dealing with you, he's going to want you to shut the hell up and do what he tells you to do. You ain't got no goddamn leverage at 40 freaking years old. That attitude gotta go. And like I said, you meet a man, he's probably going to want you face down, ass up, get ready for Pound Town, and he's dipping. Because that's all you need. Listen, baby, you're 40 years old, you got all these kids. You need some good pounding from time to time. That's all you need. You don't need a date because you don't got no time to date. She's so busy with her kids, she ain't got no time to be dating. All you have time is for Pound Town, and that's it.
I'm okay with that. And just because I'm not one person's cup of tea doesn't mean I'm not a good cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people love Indian food. Some people hate Indian.
That's bad tea right there. That's bad tea.
Doesn't mean Indian food's good or bad. It just means it's in the eye of the beholder. At this age, I am who I am. You want me or you don't. Number four, I am not going to be entertaining somebody who is a perpetual victim in all the relationships he's ever had. Here's the truth. At the end of the day, you're the common denominator. If you picked wrong,
She is an old, beat-up 1991 Honda Accord. In 2026, you're going to pay full price for a 1991 Honda Accord. All the windows are busted. The tires, that car is running on spare tires. Got an old-ass radio. You can't even connect Bluetooth to the car. It's that old. You paying full price for this?
did things, we're human, but you got to own it. Not everybody is the villain and you were the victim. I can't do victims. I can't. I have to have somebody in my life that takes accountability for who and what they are. Last but not least, number 5, I will not fight for no man. If a man puts me in a position where I have to fight for his attention with another female, he is...
You're going to. And this is what fucks women up, because they don't know that they don't want to compete. If you want a man who got his stuff together, you are going to be competing with other women to get his attention. That's what it is.
It's not the one for me. I'm not about to waste one breath and I mean one breath, on a man that is considering me versus someone else.
At least do the damn video in a room where I don't got to hear the goddamn cartoons playing in the freaking background.
I'll help you pick, sir. Pick her, because I'm not the one.
Just curious, anyone else in my shoes where you're in your 40s? I'm 43.
The thing about this is, like, even if you couldn't even make money with these women, like if you had a pimp mentality, you couldn't even make money with any of these old women. You just can't.
Single for the first time ever since you were like a teenager. I've been single for 7 months, which is the longest I've ever been single in my life. I've always jumped from relationship to relationship. My last relationship, honestly, I've been through hell and back. Just
her best, a YN, a young nigga can try to convince these women to sell some feet pics on OnlyFans and just get the money from them. But shit, I don't know, because these women, it's like, they bring no value to a man's life at this age. They don't. Because if that was the case, shit, married men wouldn't be having young ass mistresses if that was the case.
trying to get over that, realizing that it's better not to just jump into something just because you're lonely. Instead, taking a step back and like trying to find yourself. And that's some hard shit. And I don't think enough people talk about that, just how crazy it is being in your 40s and being on your own for the first time ever. By the time you're that age, you think you have it all figured out. You're fucking know everything. Like, that shit is crazy when you go from always having somebody to not having anyone to lean on. Friends, yes, of course you have friends, but it's not the same as having companionship. And you gain a routine with a person, just having that person to give love to and receive love from. And it's crazy. Like, it's a rough thing to go through. And again, when you're used to going from relationship to relationship, I was married for 13 years and I'm just not used to being by myself.
You were married for 13 years. What the hell happened for you to leave that? That's a long time. You have history with that person. Even if you get with this person, she ain't over her ex or her husband. 13 years, that's a long time. Her best bet is to go back to him. If there was no violence, no cheating, go back to him. Because ain't nothing in these dating streets for her. She gonna be alone. Or she's gonna settle for some dumb loser who she ain't into and she's gonna end up cheating on him. Like, sweetheart, there ain't nothing in these streets for you at all.
I realized in my 40s, I don't even know how to change a smoke alarm battery. I don't even know how to change a drill bit in a drill. There's so many things that I still don't know how to do because I never had to do it for myself. And it's been an eye-opening thing for me, and it's honestly been the worst and best time of my life, and I've been appreciating it as much as I can, just laughing at myself and just making the best of every day. But healing is different. Learning to heal solo is hard. So keep it up.
It's over for these women, and they need to realize that it's done. But fellas, continue to hold the line. These women really think that someone's going to be courting them at 40 years old. Hell no, get a grip. It ain't going to happen. It's done. But let me know what y'all think in the comments, man, all right? I'll holler at y'all. Peace.